Mr. Humphreys, are you free?
I'm free.
Forward, please.
Mind the door.
Are you being served, sir? I'm Humphreys, and I'm free. Are you being served, sir? What would you like to see? If you'd like some swimming trunks, we've got them plain or spotty. We've also got some see-through that really tan your...
Beachwear.
Oh, these are gay. There's plenty round the back. And if you'd like a bit of flash, then try a plastic Mac.
Are you being served, sir?
I'm Humphreys, and I'm free.
Are you being served, sir?
What would you like to see?
Morning, Mr. Humphreys.
Morning, Mr. Randall.
I love that hat. What were you hunting last night?
Now, thank you to keep a civil tongue in your head. I bought this to stop me from getting mugged. People aren't so keen to creep up behind you when they think you're looking over your shoulder, like that. Oh, look!
I can't see anything.
Exactly, the centre display's gone.
The phantom trouser stealer has struck again.
Whatever will Mr. Mankiewicz say?
Well, perhaps he knows about it.
Well, if he doesn't, he'll have a heart attack.
Morning, Shirley. Did you know that you have a ladder in your pantyhose?
Trust you to notice.
Does it go all the way up?
There's one person who's never going to find out.
Oh, look, old Wagstaff hasn't signed in.
Perhaps his wife was late playing Ravelli this morning.
Doesn't seem the same sign in the book without him standing there looking at his watch, making caustic comments.
Tell you what, you sign, I'll caustic comment. 8:46, Mr. Humphreys. 1 minute late for battle again.
Not 1 minute. Oh, please, Captain Wagstaff, don't tell the evil Mr. Fenwick. I've been at Bone Brothers these 30 summers and a lot more winters. Oh, please, I beg of you. I'll do anything, anything.
No wonder you wear that hat.
Oh, I'm late too, Captain Wagstaff.
It's not good enough, Miss Nichols. You know what happens to people who are late?
Oh, no, not that again, Captain Wagstaff.
Wagstaff. Captain Wagstaff to you, dog. Now, Miss Nichols, I will show you how we deal with deserters at Bone Brothers.
No!
Yes, and now.
Humphreys!
Yes, sir.
Get up, Miss Nichols. You have a ladder that goes the full length of your pantyhose.
Tell you what, there's one person that's found out.
Mr. Humphreys, I will not have this tomfoolery during my absence.
Sorry, Captain Wagstaff.
It's disgraceful and very, very discourteous to me.
Good morning, Captain Wagstaff. You're rather later than customary, are you not?
Yes, I had to get my wife off. Off on the train, Mrs. Crawford. She's staying with her sister in Bendigo for a few days.
Oh, a grass widow, eh? We girls will have to watch our steps.
And our ladders.
Yes, well, the thought had crossed my mind, Mrs. Crawford, that if you had nothing on one evening, I might suggest a little dinner.
Isn't there something missing?
Well, candles, perhaps, or anything that takes your fancy.
No trousers.
Yes, well, we'll see what develops, Mrs. Crawford.
Mr. Mankiewicz's trousers are gone, and there's no display stand.
I noticed that when I came in, didn't I, Mr. Randall?
You did, Mr. Humphreys. It's gone, you said. What, I said? Mr. Mankiewicz's display stand, you said. So it has, I said. Mr. Mankiewicz will have a fit, you said. And you were right.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir. I was just wondering about the centre display stand.
Oh, yes, Mr. Mankiewicz. I meant to have had a word with you about that. As a matter of fact, I have an announcement to make.
Gather round, everybody. Mr. Fenwick has an announcement to make.
Gather round, Mr. Randall. Mr. Fenwick's going to do some announcing.
Bone Brothers has entered a special promotion agreement with a perfumery company to promote their products by having a special display here on this floor. It's called His and Hers, and will be demonstrated by a member of the perfume company's sales staff.
What, a him or a her?
Probably a half and half.
Ices! Get your ices!
That's right, Cocker, just there, thank you.
Yes, well, as quickly as you can, Mr. Cocker. The store is about to open. Mrs. Crawford. How would tonight suit you?
Suit me for what?
For our little dinner date.
I'm surprised at you, Captain Wagstaff. You're a happily married man.
Ah, would that were true.
Oh, not another one.
After 14 years, you don't know what it's like.
I didn't know what it was like after 7.
Well, positions, everybody. The store is open. Now, think about it, Mrs. Crawford, and give me your decision later. The store is open. Leave the floor, Mr. Cocker. Leave the floor, Mr. Cocker.
Oh, yes, sir, Captain Wagstaff. We mustn't let the customers see me, must we? Cinderella must go back to the kitchen.
I wonder if you could help me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not serving. The ladies is over there.
But I don't want the ladies.
I mean the ladies' department.
Guess what? There's a customer.
Are you being served, madam?
I'm the consultant for his and hers.
Oh, yes.
Or can I see the floor walker?
I doubt it very much with those on. Captain Wagstaff, are you free?
At the moment, Mrs. Crawford.
This is the sales girl from the Scent People.
Oh, good morning. And welcome to Bone Brothers.
Oh, God's truth.
That must be the bird from his and hers. She's a bit of a turn on, eh?
That's all you think about. It's all up here, you know. Well, most of it.
Mr. Humphreys, who is that person engaging Captain Wagstaff in conversation?
Oh, that's the lady from his and hers.
Oh, indeed. I think it best that we ignore her.
Well, Mr. Randall has tried, but he's not having much success at the moment.
Just my luck. Something like that walks into my life on a Thursday, $1 measly. Where can you take a bird for $1?
Well, why don't you dig up some worms and take for a walk along the river with a rod and a bent pin?
I'll tell you what, that is not the sort of bird you take along the river.
Well, what about an evening of your witty chat in the canteen over sausage and mash?
Look at Wagstaff. He's not wasting any time.
He probably hopes she goes for the father figure.
Yeah, more like the grandfather figure.
Well, I'm sure you'll be very happy here, and if there's anything at all you need, don't hesitate to get in touch.
Where do I find you?
Around about here, actually.
It's been working well on her. Do you think he fancies her?
Oh, no, not a young thing like that. Men of Captain Wagstaff's age prefer a much more mature woman. You're someone they can talk to.
Suppose at his age, that's all that's left.
Hello, it's my turn. Wagstaff's leaving the field of battle.
Before you enter into no man's land, I should wait till he leaves the department.
A word with you, Mrs. Crawford.
Oh, yes, Captain Wagstaff.
About tonight, our dinner hors d'oeuvre.
Oh, I thought there was just going to be the two of us. Well, I've been thinking about it, and I thought, well, why not? After all, what have I got to lose?
Yes, what indeed. I've been thinking about it too, Mrs. Crawford, and well, the thought has crossed my mind that, well, it might be rather silly to start something that we can't finish.
What are you suggesting?
Well, I mean, two attractive people thrown together, the spark that ignites the tinder, the all-consuming fire.
I thought it was just dinner.
Yes, but I think perhaps lunch in the canteen would be safer.
Are you cancelling?
Well, in a manner of speaking, yes.
Well, fancy leading a girl on.
He's going to chatter up again.
Look, he's at it again.
Yes, with his bedroom department eyes.
Randy, old floor walker.
She's giving him the big heave-ho.
Mrs. Crawford,
Yes, Captain Wagstaff.
I've been thinking about what I said to you before, and I've had second thoughts.
Oh, turned you down, has she? Well, so am I. And with regard to what you said about the fire, I think it would be just as well if you didn't get your matches out. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Where's your changing room?
May I inquire for what purpose you want to know for?
I want to change.
Well, I'm very sorry, but our rooms are not for the staff.
Thank you for your help.
Oh, it was a pleasure. That told her.
See? Your turn-on's coming across.
Ah, I'll try the direct approach. It never fails with those toffee-nosed birds. You just grab them and they go mad.
I must watch this. I might learn something from the Casanova of the cufflink counter.
I'm not going to do it in front of you.
Excuse me, I wonder if you could help me.
Hello, darling. This must be your lucky day. If you'd like to walk this way, I've got something fabulous to show you.
What happened?
I grabbed her and she went mad.
I wonder if you could help me.
Well, I'll try anything once. I don't have to go round there, do I?
I was wondering if you had a changing room I could use.
Changing room.
Are you having any difficulty, Mr. Humphreys?
Oh, not yet, Mr. Mankiewicz. No, this young lady would like to use our changing room.
May I inquire for what purpose?
Would you believe to change?
I do not like the tone of your voice. And moreover, our changing rooms are not for the use of female staff.
All right, then. Have it your own way.
Glass of water for Mr. Mankiewicz and a tranquilizer. Are you being served, sir?
Just looking round, thank you.
Do you know, that's all I've had all day? 3 just lookings and 5 where's the gents. I even had a where's the gent from a lady. She'd misplaced her husband.
Mr. Humphreys, are you free?
Well, I was just having a chat with Mr. Randall, but I am free, aren't I, Mr. Randall?
Definitely free.
Where did those ties come from?
What ties?
Those ties she's putting up on the counter.
Oh, yeah. She's putting the cards up as well.
Oh, what does it say?
Well, I can't quite focus from here. Shall I go over and investigate?
No. Don't let's fraternise. Ask Mr. Randall. He's got younger eyes.
Mr. Randall, are you free?
Free.
Mr. Mankiewicz has just observed the young lady and was wondering what's on the cards.
I should think at his time of life very little.
The print, Mr. Randall.
Yes, with every bottle of his, you receive a free tie.
A free tie? Mr. Humphreys, take over. I'm going to have a word with Captain Wagstaff.
It says what?
It says you get a pair of stockings with every bottle of hers.
Well, that's very good for our sales, I'm sure. I'm going to go and have a word with Captain Wagstaff.
Right, there we go. Let's hope we don't get a short circuit when we plug it in, as Mae West said when she picked up the midget. I expect it'll take a while to warm up, as Mae West said to the Eskimo.
Mr. Cocker, if you've quite finished, I'm sure you're urgently needed elsewhere.
Oh, yes, quite right. There's a bunged-up dunny in the bargain basement.
I'm sure Mae West never said that.
I think it's disgusting. I mean, it's undermining my underwear.
And my accessories.
Look, you've got to do something about it, Captain Wagstaff.
Yes, for once I agree with you, Mrs. Crawford.
You've got to stamp it out right now.
I shall have to deal with this in my own way, Mrs. Crawford.
Well, go on then.
I'm just thinking of the best way to deal with it.
Tell her to push off.
Please, Mrs. Crawford.
Honestly, you've got to put something underneath them to get them going.
I found that nowadays, yes.
Well, everything to your satisfaction?
Oh, yes, it's all fine.
You seem to have caused quite a stir in the trouser department.
Yes, well, this outfit usually gets the men going.
Yes, and the stockings seem to have upset the head of the ladies' department as well.
Oh, yes, well, I suppose that sort of job does attract a rather odd sort of person.
No. It's the free sample that's upsetting them. I'm happy to go through the motions of complaining on their behalf, you understand.
Of course.
Yes, well, I think I've made the department's attitude perfectly clear, and there's nothing more to say.
Hello, you man, you. Cover your
your body with me. You're sophisticated and dangerous. You're slightly aloof, yet you have a hint of pulsating virility. You're wearing his, the man-sized perfume.
Oh, yes, yes, very nice. I must compliment you on your excellent sales technique.
Oh, yes, well, it's corny, but it does work. You wait till you hear what they've cooked up for the girls.
Stay just where you are. Don't move a muscle. If you want a real He-Man, you'll find I'm a killer. Just let me caress you and wrap myself around you. Who am I? I'm the Hers perfume to attract the perfect him.
Glass of water for Mr. Humphrey.
Yes, sir, if you're wearing his, and yes, madam, if you're wearing hers, you can be sure of instant results. And remember, this week only, you get an amazing free gift for him, a tie. For the lady, a fantastic pair of garter grip stockings. They never let you down. Keep your chappy happy with something snappy. Get your amazing free gift now with every purchase of his and hers.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, the special price is $2.85.
Oh, Mr. Mankiewicz, did you ever see the likes in all your born days?
I don't think we should take this lying down, do you, Mrs. Crawford?
No, I do not.
No. Mr. Humphreys, are you free? Mr. Randall? Miss Nichols? Now, you clearly see how this young person operates.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, I felt it.
And she's attracting our customers' attention from our two departments. So, if you'll back me up, I'll take it to an higher authority.
I'll back you up, Mr.
Well,
Mankiewicz.
it's no good asking Wagstaff. He'll have his eyes glued on a garter still closing.
It's no good asking Fenwick. He'll back Wagstaff.
Oh, weak as water he is. Weak as water.
We're done for then, aren't we?
Will no one rid me of this meddlesome priest?
Beg your pardon, Mr. Mankiewicz?
Mr. Mankiewicz is quoting the words of Henry II when he wanted to bump off Beckett.
Beckett who?
Mr. Mankiewicz played Beckett in the Bone Brothers production of Murder in the Cathedral.
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, he was absolutely wonderful in spite of his gammy leg.
Beckett with a gammy leg.
When he fell off the cathedral steps and Mr. Fenwick and the lads had to stab him in the front row of the stall.
Well, it got a very good round of applause.
What are you suggesting we do then? Stab her in the staff canteen?
Mr. Mankiewicz, if I could have some extra time at lunch, I think I could cook up a bit of sabotage.
We none of us heard that suggestion, did we?
No, Mr. Mankiewicz.
Good. But carry on just the same, Mr. Humphreys.
Ladies, a fantastic pair of garter grip stockings that never let you down. Keep your chappy happy with something snappy.
And today's special price, ladies and gentlemen, is $2.85.
She's still here, I see.
Yes, Mr. Mankiewicz, and Mr. Humphrey's plan that we don't know about is not exactly going like a dose of salts.
He hasn't given us salts, has he?
Here we are. It's nearly ready.
What's that?
It's a microphone. When she starts her next demonstration, I shall be on radio 6 7/8.
I'll tell Mr. Mankiewicz he'd love not to know about that.
Hello, you man, you. Cover your body with me. You're sophisticated and dangerous. You're slightly aloof.
And as bald as a coot with only one tooth.
Stay just where you are. And don't move a muscle.
She's got a tin bra and starch in her bustle.
If you want a real He-Man, you'll find I'm a killer.
With a face like yours, you should use polyfiller.
What on earth's going on here?
I don't know. Somebody's interfered with my tape.
Well, how on earth can they do that?
Please! Look, let's just marshal our facts and find out precisely why the young lady left. Now, first of all, whose finger was it on the button that ruined the tape?
Well, it was my finger, but...
No, just the facts, please. Now, how did this other voice come into it?
Well, I was talking through my hat, sir.
Could you be more explicit?
Well, there's a microphone in it.
I see. Why?
Well, Mr. Mankiewicz said, would no one rid me of this meddlesome priest?
Did you say that, Mr. Mankiewicz?
Well, actually, Henry II said it, sir.
How old was this hat?
It was a new one.
Perhaps I can explain. Mr. Mankiewicz didn't say those words in the play. He was Beckett. Oh, you remember Mr. Fenwick. He got stabbed in the orchestra stalls.
That's a very good round of applause.
I may be dense, but I don't see what the play has got to do with this girl leaving.
Well, you see, sir, Mr. Mankiewicz reminded us that Henry II wanted to get rid of Beckett, so I took the hint because they wanted to get rid of the girl.
I should like to say at this point, sir, that I had no hand in the girl's departure.
I should think not. The way his eyes were glued to her garters. Anyhow, I say good riddance. I mean, she ruined our sales.
Hear, hear.
The pity of it is that the His and Hers Perfumery Company is a subsidiary of our firm, Bone Brothers.
Mind you, it was a very attractive smell, wasn't it, Mr. Humphreys?
Most appealing, Mr. Mankiewicz. You thought it was appealing, didn't you, Mr. Randall?
Definitely appealing. Don't you think so, Captain Wagstone?
Oh, yes. The stockings were most attractive.
And Mr. Bone, who is the major shareholder, has just alerted me to the fact that he will be popping in to see how the campaign is going.
Oh, dear.
Oh, we've made a right cock-up, haven't we?
As you say, Miss Nichols, a right cock-up. So, we shall have to think of something, won't we?
Mr. Bone. Hunting, I see.
Bird watching.
Oh, in the park?
Typing bull. I was very distressed to hear about our perfume sales lady.
Oh, well, don't worry, Mr. Bone. Mr. Humphreys has got things in hand.
Yes, he does a lot of that Wagstaff, doesn't he?
Yes, indeed, sir. Now, he's organised Mr. Dickinson from the music department, and he's about to give a demonstration. Yeah, but this time I fear that Mr. Humphreys has gone slightly over the top.
Spray on in a can. I am for the man.
And then there's me. I'm for the ladies when you push
the nozzle on your can.
Watch out for the man. Cause you're the best in company. I always spray with his and hers, the one that makes my pussy purr. You can spray it here and there.
You can spray it anywhere. I'm the one for the boys in blue. They use me cause I'm good for you.
So if you want to smell alright,
spray us on both day and night.
Spray on, spray on. You can spray with his and hers. Spray on, spray on. You can spray with his and hers.
There is one thing that we should know.
With his and hers, there's no B.O. With his and
Are you being served, sir? I'm Humphreys, and I'm free. Are you being served, sir? What would you like to see? If you'd like some swimming trunks, we've got them plain or spotty. We've also got some see-through that really tan your...
Beachwear.
Oh, these are gay. There's plenty round the back. And if you'd like to pick a flash, then try a plastic match.
Are you being so-so?
I'm Humphreys, and I'm free.
Are you being so-so?
What would you like to see?
Are you being so-so?
I'm Humphreys, and I'm free.
Are you being